welcome back. Apologies, it's a bit bright in here. Let me just close that. I don't know if that helps or not. Right, the day has come. I need to go through these kids' toys, get rid of anything that's just not being used or broken or whatever, because it's Riley's birthday party on Saturday, which is 2 days from today, but you would be watching this after Riley's party, and I have got to get rid of some stuff that I just don't use. It's just babyish and whatever, because I mean Riley's 2. He's got a whole bunch of new toys come in to play with. So yeah, I'm going to go through all this stuff. This will just be the beginning of this birthday prep thing for him. I want to get this done. Obviously they've got like their cars and stuff. They have got a car table over there that we're going to get rid of. My parents will take home with them on Saturday when they come round, just because that's where the kitchen's going to go. I also have their bricks and like a brick table and things like that, so they'll keep that, keep all their cars. And they've got like a car garage thing, they'll keep that. So all that sort of stuff over there is fine, all that is used. There is like a train thing that I'm going to get rid of just because they throw the bricks at each other rather than actually use it, and yeah, I'm just fed up with tidying up the train, so I'm going to sell that because that's still in pretty good nick. Go through all of this stuff, like I said. I do also need to do all of the baking for Riley's birthday. That should all be in this video. I need to, so tomorrow night I have James at work till 9:30, so once I put the kids to bed I'm going to bring down all the stuff. I need to make the kitchen, I need to wrap all his stuff, I need to write out cards, I need to decorate for his birthday. So all of that will be in this video hopefully, and then there'll be a separate video with him opening his presents. I'm at work on the morning of his birthday. I'm only doing on this site, it's only a 2-hour sort of thing. I do 2 hours in the morning for 6 days just cleaning. But it's a few pennies to help us save up so we can afford to go away to Turkey next year. That's really the only reason I've done it, because I really want to go to Turkey. I want to take the kids abroad in March. And the only way we can do that is with me working. So yeah, I do a few hours in the morning, Monday through Saturday, and 2 hours each morning, 6 till 8. So I'm going to be at work then on Saturdays, but Jamie's going to keep the kids out of the front room until I come home, and then we'll film. So I'll film Riley opening all his presents and playing with his presents, and I will film obviously the party prep. And once it's all set up and things like that, and then we will probably won't film much of the party just because obviously family and stuff's here and I'm not just going to shove a camera in the face. But yeah, so we're going to get this done, get rid of whatever they don't use, don't need, broken like I said, and then yeah, we'll hopefully get all the other party prep gifts wrapped, balloons blown up, banners hung, all of that fun stuff in this video. So it will be over 2 days. But yeah guys, I hope you enjoy spending the next 2 days with me while we get all birthday prep sorted, and yeah, let's get on with this. Hi guys, thank you for spending another day with me. Well, technically it's over 2 days, but that's fine. I feel like it was just another like day of just getting bits and pieces done that I needed to get done. Starting off with these wooden toys, turns out we had a lot more that were paired up than what I thought we did. I didn't think we had that much still paired up, but I think I only got rid of a couple of things. I did manage to get rid of a few toys, so the bins were a little bit emptier for all of 2 days before Riley's party. To be honest, I just wanted to, things that the kids just weren't playing with or they were bored of, or because it just, when they have too many options they just get overwhelmed, and my kids just end up throwing the toys everywhere and then getting bored and going and playing with something else, and then emptying all the boxes and then just giving up completely. But I mean, it's fine, it's all part of being a child, but I just wanted to make sure that all of their wooden toys, like for the kitchens and stuff, all had bits and pieces that they could cut up and make sandwiches and make burgers and you know, all of that sort of stuff. And if it didn't have a pair, or if it needed a pair and didn't have one, I got rid of it. Isabella loves these doctor things. She's at that wonderful age now where her imagination just runs wild, and she like gets like the little figurines and things like that, and she'll like talk between the figurines and make them like play and like run around, and it's the cutest thing ever. And she's like at that age as well where she's like always wants to help Riley, and she was like, her cousin fell over when she came round for Riley's party, because I'm filming this voiceover after the party should I say. She was like, oh no, you okay? And like was helping her cousin stand up and things like that, and it was just so cute. She's just like, it's just adorable. I love watching them grow and like just seeing how caring and kind and stuff that she's like becoming. It's so cute, and her speech has come on so well since she's been at nursery and stuff. But yeah, managed to get rid of a few of the baby toys they're just not using. I mean, you guys know if you watch my videos, Riley's 2 now, Isabella's turns 4 in August, and they just don't need like the baby toys, you know. And then I'll either pass them on to somebody or sell them, or, you know, give to a charity shop. But I'll do something with them. They'll go to somewhere for them to get used again. Because, like I said, my kids, I think, just got overwhelmed because they had so many choices of toys and stuff that they just wanted all of them, but at the same time didn't play with any of them. And they had things like, you know, the VTech things, like that little dancing thing. Once every blue moon, Riley would like go to grab it or play with it, and then it's always a case of when you're getting rid of stuff that they then decide, oh, that's an amazing thing that I like to play with. And that's just Jamie coming back down, making so much noise. Yeah, as soon as you go to get rid of something, then all of a sudden it's their favourite toy and you can't possibly get rid of it. Them little the coloured balls that were on that rope, we spent, I think we spent like £15 on it. Isabella found that toy at like playgroup. We used to take them to the children's centre near us, and they used to like play and whatever, and they had that there, and she was obsessed with it. But all the other kids would always play with it. She never got a chance. So we found like this shop in our closest town that had it, and it's the only place we could find it. And it was like £15. I feel like between £15 and £20. But we bought it because she loved it. I think she played with it a handful of times. I think Riley's thrown it at her more than she's played with it, but it's fine. It's out of the toy boxes now. I just feel like there's so many things that like you look at and you think, oh, that'd be a great idea, I'm going to get that for them. And they play with it while it's new and whatnot, but then obviously they get bored or they get new things. And like that rainbow twisty gear thing, that was a bargain. We got that from the charity shop. I mean, most of the kids' toys, I don't think very many of them are brand new. Obviously for their birthdays and stuff they get brand new, but most of it's either from car boots or charity shops or things like that, because it's just that brand new for like a fraction of the price. And if it means that I can buy the kids more, then it just makes sense, doesn't it? Thankfully the car boots are starting again very soon. At the point of filming this, they started today, like filming this voiceover, but obviously we were busy with our Easter gathering, so we didn't go. But hopefully from next weekend, if it's nice, we can start going to them. I like doing them as well. I feel like you can always find something to flog. But Isabella's at that nice age where she can start to come with us now and start to sell and things like that. It's just, I don't know, I grew up doing it, and now it just feels right that like my daughter now is growing up to do them. And obviously when Riley's older and will actually sit there and whatever, he can come as well if he fancies it. If not, he'll just stay home with his father. These teddies, that was one we got from Harry Potter World, that and the owl with the turny head, were filthy. They all need a good wash, to be honest with you, because obviously the kids play with them, and they've got grubby hands and grubby faces, and give them cuddles, and some they take a different one to bed occasionally, and they're just disgusting. They need to go through the wash. But this is all that I managed to take out of the boxes to get rid of. Guys, welcome back. It is the next day I think, maybe 2 days later. Today is baking day because tomorrow is Riley's birthday / his birthday party. So today my mission while the kids are napping is to make chocolate chip muffins, cornflake cakes, but they're piss easy, and chocolate chip dino shortbread. So we'll see how that goes. These dino shapes are going to be massive. There might not be too many of them, but that's fine. Right, I have just got it's just from the BBC goodfood.com. It's just basic muffin recipe. 20 minutes prep time, 25 minutes cooking, and it makes 20. So you need 2 medium eggs. I'm going to tell you my recipe because I'm just going to do a thing and voice over. 2 medium eggs, 125 millilitres of vegetable oil, 250 millilitres of semi-skimmed milk, 250 grams of golden caster sugar, 400 grams of self-raising, all the same quantity, and 3 teaspoons of baking powder, a little pinch of salt. My blister's really sore. I've got a blister on my hands. If you see that, just ignore it. I got it from work. I was mopping too aggressively. Don't ask. And 100 grams of chocolate chips. But I've just got some open bags of chocolate chips here that I'm just going to use in this one to use them up. Right. My oven is preheating. It's going to all go in the stand mixer. And yeah, let's get it going. Yeah, so this baking, I think it took me roughly 4 hours, which is crazy considering that it was just some muffins, some biscuits, and some chocolate nest cornflake thingies. This stand mixer, game changer, love it. I'm obsessed with it. Anytime I can use it, you best believe I use it. Makes life so much easier for me. All of them went down a treat, as far as I know. No, I mean, nobody told me they didn't like them. Maybe they were just being nice, but if nothing else, I liked them. Jamie liked them. And yeah, I'm pretty certain other family members liked them. Nobody, like I said, nobody told me differently. But you never know, maybe they were just being nice. Before I started doing all these baking, you never realise quite how easy it is to like make things like biscuits and stuff. I always just assumed that unless it was a cake mix, it was just difficult. Probably because I was always mixing it by hand, but nonetheless, maybe next year, to be honest, the birthday cake we bought for Riley I really wasn't too keen on. I know Jamie liked it. I don't know, again, other family members' opinions because they took the cake home because I think they ate a lot of the party foods. Obviously they just weren't fancying cake, so a lot of them took the cake home, which is fine by me. I got more than what the recipe said you would get out of this. I think it said you'd only get 20. I think I got 24, which is always a winner when you have more. Isabella has got into the habit during the party to take one, because obviously they were out on the table or whatever, so she'd take one, bring it outside, take one bite out of it, put it down, go and get another one, and like caught her when she was doing it, like when she got like the second one, and I was just like, no, you have to finish your first one first, obviously, but obviously she liked them, that's all that mattered to me. Riley liked them. But yeah, I think 4 hours, it killed me off. I was exhausted at this point, to be honest with you. But it's all worth it. Anything to make, Riley happy. Riley had the best weekend. That's all that matters to me. It's obviously just the core memories that it makes, in it, them knowing that I baked for the birthdays. Right, my first batch is out the oven. Let me move out the way of the sun. They look, there's a few of them that you could tell I put a little less in that one than I did like that one. But They look divine. I'm going to let them cool down for a couple of minutes before I pop them out. Am I going to do that? I don't know. I've got a lot to cook, so I'm probably going to pop these out, put them on here to cool, and then put the next lot in. Yeah, I just think it just makes that little bit more special, doesn't it? Yeah, it just makes it more special in my eyes. Yeah, I could have bought the cupcakes for so much cheaper, and they were already done, but it's not the same, is it? It's just nothing beats homemade. I realised while I've started doing all this baking, my oven cooks so inconsistently. It's unreal. Like, it's unreal. I have to flip like the baking trays round. I have to turn them around halfway through cooking, because the back muffins or whatever is on the baking tray always cook so much quicker than the ones on the front, and it's just a pain in the backside. But I learned with the cookies is just to turn the oven down. I can't do it at 200 degrees because it just burns the back one, so I've learned to turn it down, and it just has that perfect golden brown colour to it. I think this is probably some of the best bakes I've ever done. Normally they come out, the bottom's burnt. Obviously it's caught on the black baking trays or something. But someone gave me some great advice about using the silver baking trays, which I've started doing. And I think the first one was just user error, the fact that they still burnt. But yeah, other than that, they worked fabulous. But I suppose it's just always trial and error in it. You just learn as you cook more. I just really want to be that mum that just bakes with their kids and bakes for their kids and things like that. And I'm definitely going to keep this recipe in my little screenshots on my phone, because it was just so easy. Yeah, these two, I've completely forgot that they were in the oven, to be honest with you. I was doing, I can't remember, I was sieving some flour for something else, when you're just like, oh crap. But they were still fine. The kids still ate them and enjoyed them. But yeah. Right. My muffins are all out. It yielded like 25. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. And I've got 2 smaller ones in the oven for me and Jamie to try, because obviously you have to test what you're cooking. But I got 20... What did I just say? 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24 for the pie. So I've got 4 more than what I usually do. And I just use a ice cream scoopy doopy to boop. Right, okay, so we're moving on to the shortbread. It's meant to make 20, but I don't think it will, for the simple fact of I've got quite big dinosaur cutouts. But that's fine. Right, so you're going to need in your little... Maybe I shouldn't put my phone on the oven. It's not much. Right, you need your paddle attachment on your stand mixer if you've got one. This is borrowed. This is my parents'. Right, anyway. You want to mix butter, so you want half a cup, which is like, I don't know, I can't remember what it is, but this is what half a cup is. 200 and something. Is that right? Hold the phone. 227 grams is 1 cup of butter. So that is going into your... I may or may not have melted it in my microwave for a bit too long, but it's fine. It's fine. So in there, and then you're also adding 240 grams to this. All over the place. Sugar and vanilla. No, I want my sugar, so I need half a cup of granulated sugar. That's a 1/3 cup. That's a 1/4 cup. Half a cup of granulated sugar. gonna have to get some more sugar to go for my cups of teas. And it says 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, but I have food flavouring, so I'm literally gonna put 1 teaspoon. I'm gonna put like, what's the smallest amount? I'm not even gonna put half a teaspoon in, just because obviously this is a lot stronger than so yeah, literally like alright, we'll put in 1/2 teaspoon of that. It just smells so dang strong. I mean, these were amazing last time, but I've learned A, not to roll them out too thin, and B, to re-roll the thing. Right, so all your butter and everything's in there, your sugar, and that all needs to cream together. Right, so that needs to do its thing for 2 minutes. And then I'm going to get my flour ready. How much flour did I say I needed? 240 grams is 2 cups. 2 cups. Right, so I need 240 grams of butter. Right, this needs to be sieved into here. It just says, I'm assuming this is an American recipe because it says you need all-purpose flour, which is, turns out is the same as plain flour. I didn't know that. Right, so I need to sort this out. Let me just take me thingy-mabobby off. I mean, you are meant to add it and mix it as you're adding it, but I can't do that. I can't sieve and everything else at the same time. So I'm just going to dry me sieve. Throw that into there. Throw that into there. Get rid of that. Oh, I overcooked them ones. Oh, that's fine. They're fine. These are flour on everything. Right. Put this back onto here. Put that down. And let it mix slowly until just combined. That looks good to me. What did we say? 2/3 cups. I think that works out at about 100 grams. Right, yeah, sorry, we've moved on to the shortbread. This was the bane of my existence. I don't think I put in enough flour to begin with because it just was not mixing together. There was no way I was going to be able to roll it out how it was. It was like cookie dough, which is fine if you were making cookies, but I was not. I was making shortbread that needed to be, you know, I needed the cookie cutters to go through it. I needed to be able to roll it out, and it just was not happening with that. So you do see me adding some more flour and then trying to mix it back together again. And I gave up in the end, and I think I turned the camera off because I was like, I just can't do this. It's just too stressful. But I got it done. We got it done. The kids loved it. Family members loved the cookies. My mum really enjoyed the cookies, and so did me and Jamie. So I mean, I obviously did something right. But I think I'm definitely going to have to double check the ratio for flour, because that couldn't have been the right ratio, like, because it's like cups, and obviously I needed it into grams, because I don't know, maybe next time I'll just measure it out using cups. But yeah, it worked. I managed to get it together in the end, and I completely forgot that I was wearing my jewellery, and obviously when I started to try and roll it out and things like that, so obviously all of that came off, wash my hands, blah 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 blah. You guys already know all of that, you know, it's common sense in it, and cleanliness and all that sort of stuff. I have to invest in some gloves just because I didn't have any gloves to put on top of my plasters, but it's fine, it's fine. As you can see here, I'm looking for a plaster for me blister. I end up putting 2 on. Like, I need to get some more plasters, to be honest with you, because they're all kiddie ones with Peppa Pig on, or princesses on, or pirates on, or they're the tiny little square or circle ones that cover nothing. But yeah, like I say, after all the hassle and fuss and everything else, it finally came together. I just was not having any luck with this. I don't even know, cookie dough, shortbread mixture, whatever the hell you want to call it. But yeah, I can't complain. We got there in the end. It happened. It's fine. I really don't know what kind of dinosaurs they're meant to be. I knew one was meant to be a T-Rex, but the other ones, everyone was like, what is that even meant to be? And I was like, I don't know, okay? I don't know. I didn't make the cookie cutters, I just used them. But it said on the thing that they were definitely dinosaur cookie cutters, so it couldn't have been user error on my part. I refuse to admit and say it was me on this one as well. As you can see, I'm just trying to like knead some flour into the dough just to make it less sticky, because it was just sticking to everything. I couldn't accomplish anything with it. But I like how the T-Rex has turned out, so that's why there's an abundance on the baking sheets by the end, because that was the only one that I could manage to like get decent shapes out of. That one just looks like some sort of messed up E. I really don't understand what dinosaur that was meant to be. Oh, sorry guys, excuse me. I think I end up giving up in like 2 seconds with filming because it just wasn't working out for me. Right. I don't even know what happened with that batter. It just was doing my head in, so I just had to turn off the filming. I've took all my jewellery off and everything, don't worry. Blisters plastered up when I was doing these. They're done. Fucking dinosaurs. They're all T-Rexes at this point. They're still caught on the tails and stuff, the tops of the heads, but I've just got to hope that they'll be fine. Yeah, they're all T-Rexes. He's fine. Jamie's with him. So muffins are done. They're cooling. These have just got to go. Last 2 batches got to go through the oven. They'll be done, and then I just have to make the chocolate cornflake cakes, which you guys will see. I don't know when these are finished cooking, because I've got to keep an eye on them because they burn like that. I mean, I'll show you. I'm kind of sad that they're like, can you see like the heads and the tails have burnt a bit? But I think it's my oven as well. My oven isn't that great, but I mean they look pretty good. I was ready to throw the dough out the window, but they look alright. I'm gonna let them finish doing what they're doing. Get this last batch in. That are all T-Rexes apart from one, and yeah, we'll move on to the cornflake cakes very soon. Jamie's got to go to work in like 2 hours, so I need to get the cornflake cakes done, these done, and then we get to wrap presents and decorate later together. You're welcome. You're welcome. Hopefully you guys stay around long enough to spend the evening or the whole day with me basically at this point. But yeah, I'm going to sit on the floor and watch my dinosaurs so they don't burn. I'll see you when it's ready to make the cornflake cakes. Right, my shortbread are all out the oven. I've come to the conclusion that low and slow with the temperature, and they come out so much better. These would look better. These ones were the ones that were at like 200 for less time, but they look a bit burnt. I mean, they taste fine. Yeah, they taste fine. Muffins are all cool now, they're chilling there. I've now got the water boiling, ready to melt my chocolate so that we can do the cornflake cakes, and then that is it. Do you like them? You always get like embarrassed, like,
I'm eating.
yeah, melt my chocolate and we can make the cornflake cakes together. But these, honestly, this mixture did my head in. There's a bit of flour. But yeah, these ones I'm hoping that they're cooked. Yeah. They look good, they look a lot better. They look like the ones from the shop, don't they? But yeah, we're going to get on with the cornflake cakes. Right, now we obviously moved on to the cornflake cakes, which cornflake cakes are the easiest things you could make, let's face it. And considering I used cheap Tesco own brand cornflakes and cheap Tesco Miss Molly chocolate, I used 4 bars of, I think it's 100 grams, 4 bars of just that cheap milk chocolate. These were divine. I'm not normally one for cheap chocolate, but they were so good. And the cornflakes were nice and crunchy, they didn't go all soggy. Yeah, there were no complaints. They were so good. But yeah, at the end of today, which is Sunday, obviously we've had the Easter party and stuff, that I did give some goodie bags to people that left with some muffins in and the cookies and these chocolate thingamajiggies in. I think we only have a couple of muffins left, like 4 muffins left. Everything else was eaten and enjoyed and things like that. So there is no complaints. I think everyone was happy with, well, I hope they were. I'm sure they'll soon tell me if they weren't. But I forget how like time consuming melting this chocolate is, because again you have to do it low and slow, so obviously it doesn't burn. But yeah, you just forget, don't you, how long it takes, and you got to constantly be watching it and mixing it and all of that fun stuff to make sure it doesn't burn. It couldn't burn because I had no other chocolate to use, so I needed this to work out for me. But yeah, I feel like, I mean, you'll see it in the coming up scenes, but scenes like it's a movie, in the coming up footage, but some of my footage is just not on my camera. I remember filming it. I remember looking at the camera and seeing the little red rectangle around the screen, which means it's filming. I remember seeing the little red light on my camera, which means it's filming, and I don't know what happened to some of it. I mean, I'll tell you where it's missing when we get to that point. None of this, all this is filmed perfectly fine. Can't complain. All of it filmed perfectly. But it's just so disheartening when you're like, oh, I mean, I had like another so much footage. I mean, this video is already an hour long, so I do apologise for that. Again, it was like 2.5 hours like before I started filming it, but some of my footage has disappeared, so I don't even know where. So it probably could have been like 3 hours worth of footage I needed to edit down. But I don't know, I've looked on my camera, I've looked on the memory cards, I've looked at so I've taken the memory card out of the Mac and put it back in the camera. It's not on the camera. I've taken it and had a look, and the memory card on the Mac, it's just, it's nowhere to be found. I don't know what's happened to it. I'm heartbroken. It's horrible when that happens, but there's nothing I can do about it now. It wasn't anything interesting, to be honest. It was just, sorry, God, I do apologise if I keep yawning. It was just me wrapping presents and blowing up some balloons. I mean, it wasn't exciting. It was nothing, groundbreaking. But it's just so annoying when you film stuff and it just doesn't. I don't know what happened to it. I haven't deleted anything off my camera since filming it, so I generally don't know what has happened to to my footage. But these things happen. It's not the end of the world. You guys can know that I wrapped presents. That's all that matters. But yeah, I think, we had a turkey and things like that today, which you'll see that all in the next video for the Easter video. But we had the turkey and Jamie did a whole like Sunday roast, and that was gorgeous. That's my favourite thing. Like, I always look forward to Christmas dinner because Jamie always cooks it. If you guys have watched my last 2 vlogmases, you know that Jamie cooks Christmas dinner, and it's just it's the highlight, one of the highlights of the year when we've got like that Christmas dinner to look forward to. But yeah, I think I got I don't know, I can't remember, 5, 10, 15. I got 18 out of these, which again I don't think was too bad. I could have got a few more, to be honest with you, but I didn't want to spread the chocolate out too thin and some of the cornflakes just not have any chocolate on, because I mean there's nothing worse than a dry chocolate cornflake cake, is there? Let's be honest. Ignore the mess that's in. It's not there, okay? It's not there.
It is.
Shut up, Jimmy. I'm done. Cornflake cakes. Done. I made 5, 10, 15, 18 cornflake cakes. There's probably going to be less here come tomorrow. Me and Jamie have got some late night present wrapping to do. A bunch of different dinosaurs, and this one is one that we're going to eat. But there's more T-Rexes because they were easier to get out of the cutter than these little buggers with the little tails and the tiny little necks and stuff. Quite a few of them. 18, 20 of them I think, and then the cupcakes. So yeah, that's all the baking done. Oh, just put that back on there. Oh, it kind of ruins it. I could use it as my thumbnail. That is the baking all done for his party. I'm so glad to see that. Right guys, the next time you will see me, it'll be darkness and I'll be sat in the front room. I don't have to my voice there. Sat in the front room feeling sorry for myself, doing some wrapping, and then Jamie will be home pretty speedy. He finishes at 9:30 tonight, to help me finish decorating, wrapping if there's anything else to wrap. Got to put the fridge together, kitchen, not just the fridge part, the whole kitchen together. It's a bit hot. That's what you get for taking the kids chicken nuggets. Yeah, so you'll see me, the kids will be asleep and we will crack on with the other party stuff. Hi guys, it is much later. It's currently 20 to 9. Kids are asleep. As you can tell behind me, I've lugged everything down here. His massive kitchen is just here. I'll show you guys if you don't believe me. There you go, it's there. The plan of action is, I don't have one. No, but seriously, I did spend, I've got the worst blister on my hand ever. Don't worry, when I was touching the food, all the safety precautions were done. It was wrapped up. I didn't have any gloves, but it had like 2 plasters on, so it's fine. Hands were clean, jewellery was off. Don't stress guys, it's fine. You're gonna see the animals. When the kids go to sleep, the animals come out and play. Mia's here, Felix is here, Luna's behind the camera. So if you see anyone running past, that's why. Jamie is in bed. Echo, show the baby's room.
Okay.
Sorry if that set off your echo systems. I don't know how many batteries we're going to get through. Like I said earlier, I spent 4 hours baking. You guys would have seen that. It wasn't 4 hours for you guys, but thank you for spending 4 hours with me. We're going to spend another 4 hours, I think, here. Do I have work at 5 o'clock in the morning? 6 o'clock in the morning? Yes, I do. Do I have to be up at 5:20? Yes, I do. But it's only 2 hours, therefore it doesn't count. I have a Pepsi over there, chilling. It's looking at me. I'm going to get it in a minute. I've got the TV on. I'm obsessed with compilations of like dash cams that people send in. TV's on, you're going to hear my neighbours. They're like elephants running around their house. That's why I don't feel bad when my kids are screaming at 6 o'clock in the morning, because it's 8:45 and they're screaming and running around the place, and that probably goes on till about 11:30 at night. But it's fine. My kids scream in the morning, their kids scream at night. It's fine, I told you, animals. Right, plan of action. We have a balloon arch. Well, first plan of action rights card. Forgot to do that, didn't I? I was going to get Isabella to write in it, but it's fine. I've got a rights card. I've got birthday boy balloons. I've got regular balloons. If I go in and out of focus, I do apologise. Bloody twinkly lights, pain in the backside. Anyway, am I wrapping the play kitchen? No, I'm not. I'm going to build it, but I ain't wrapping it. On the fence about wrapping the scooter. Haven't decided yet. Excuse me, Mia. Leave the cat alone, otherwise I'll put you in the kitchen. Just go, Mia, please. Not all of this needs to be wrapped, guys, don't worry. I won't take up your whole evening. Right, floor's a bit wet. Gets to juice everywhere. That's just life. I have this balloon arch. Probably keep it for a different day. We don't need it. That one is 54 balloons. This one, 60 balloons. This is more dinosaur themed. I don't know. I think of greens and blues and oranges when I think of dinosaurs. I've got to blow these balloons up. I'm going to throw them all in that corner if Jamie's not home. He finishes at 9:30. He's going to build this. We're going to get presents wrapped first. Blow up balloons. Get the kitchen put together. Decorate. Go to bed. Are you ready to enjoy the evening with me? I hope you are. It's going to be a long evening. Yeah, guys, there was meant to be a clip before this bit, showing you guys the exciting, wrapping all the presents and things like that, and getting all them dark green balloons blown up. Jimmy's like, why didn't you use the pump? Because the pump took too long, right? Okay, we can see the pump took so much longer than just blowing it up. The old-fashioned way, which I didn't have time for. At this point, I was just, you're just done. I was just done with the job. Like I said, I'd been baking 4 hours earlier that day, and then I think I started this at 20 to 9, and then I think it was like 20 past 12, I think we finally went to bed. As soon as my head hit the pillow, I was asleep. Because obviously I had work. Yeah, I know some of you guys are slightly confused with work. Bear with me. It is just 2 hours. I work 2 hours in the morning, 6 to 8. Monday to Saturday, so I work 6 days a week. I'm just covering maternity leave, and the woman comes back in August. I don't know when in August, but I mean, it gives me 4 months to get something sorted, or after August, and it also gives me a few pennies. I get paid every other week, which is nice. But yeah, just to clear that up, it isn't a permanent position. It is just part-time. I'm just covering maternity leave until the woman comes back. She's due back in August. I don't know. Do you know when you just don't know what you want to go back and do? I mean, I went to college and did a whole BTEC diploma and got in business studies, and I spent a few years at a previous job being a team leader, and I've worked in retail pretty much all of my life, working life, and then obviously now being a cleaner, I don't know what I want to do, you know what I mean? I have no idea what I want to do, but it gives me, oh God, I don't know why I'm so tired, God. I do apologise, it's very rude. I just feel like it's, with it only being 2 hours, it doesn't even feel like it's a job. It just feels like part of my routine to get up, go and do 2 hours of cleaning, come home, and obviously before half term it was come home, help Jamie get the kids ready, and then help Jamie get the kids ready to go out and take Isabella to nursery, and then take Mia out and do all the other jobs. So I just feel like it's just part of my morning routine now. And before I know it, the 2 hours has flown by and I'm on my way home anyway. It definitely doesn't drag. I feel like I have so many jobs that need doing each day, sort of thing, that it just takes up the whole 2 hours. And before I know it, I blink and it's 7 o'clock and I've done one of the bigger jobs, and then I just, spend the other hour sorting out other jobs and just tidying up, cleaning up, emptying bins, all the fun stuff of being a cleaner. But it gets me at the house for a few hours. It gets me some adult interaction, conversations and stuff. So there's no complaints from me. And at the end of each 2 weeks, I get paid. So that's always nice. But yeah, we ended up not wrapping the seesaw just because the box was so heavy. And trying to put together that blooming kitchen was just a pain in the backside. When you just don't read the instructions properly and you do one thing and then it just ends up not being right, so then you have to go back and undo it or unscrew it or take it apart again to then put that little part in that needs to be in before you put. And I was just like, by this point I was just ready just to go to bed. I just wanted to go to bed. I was glad to see the end of blowing up these balloons as well. I blew up some other balloons. Oh my god, if I don't stop yawning. Oh my god, it's so rude. I do apologise, guys. I did blow up some other balloons as well that said happy 2nd birthday on them. Again, that was in the other clip that I don't even know what has happened to that clip, and it is so annoying. So I do apologise for that, guys. I did film it, but I don't know what's happened to it. But yeah, I am slightly obsessed. Well, you can see me just there when I turned around to watch TV, watching dash cam compilations, and I feel like some of them is just crazy, like the car accidents and stuff that people get involved in, and it's just when to be honest, it's more funny when the cam, the person with the dash cam is the one that's in the wrong. They won't let a car merge, or they think they have right of way when clearly they don't on the roundabouts. It's just sometimes you wonder how people get their licence. But yeah, I suppose that's just the joys of being a driver. I've encountered it so many times at a roundabout and stuff, or at a junction, and you have right of way, but someone else just decides they're not going to wait and they're going to go anyway. It won't be the first time you've had a near car accident because of it. But I suppose that's why you gotta have your wits about you when you're driving. But yeah, I let Jamie put this balloon arch together because I blow up the balloons, but that is as far as I go. I don't have the patience to be carefully threading balloon ends through tiny little holes on this plastic strip of plastic. Yeah, I don't have the patience for that. So Jamie always does them when we have them. I bought an abundance of this dinosaur wrapping paper. I didn't need as much as I thought I did. I did buy 4 rolls of it, but I think I only used two and a little bit. I love the wrapping paper. Found it everywhere. I'm still finding it everywhere now. The kids have opened all Riley's presents. He's all over the floor, under the sofa. It just goes everywhere. But it's all part of the fun in it, growing up, opening the presents, ripping them open, things like that. And like I said, I just like to make them memories with the kids, you know what I mean? Because I want them when they're older to look back on it and think, we did this and mum did this and dad did this, and it was just, you know what I mean? I don't want them to not have their memories, because I remember having them when I was a kid. And yeah, it's just all part of the fun of being a parent, I suppose. But the kids loved it. You'll see their reaction in the next video. As Jamie's sorting it out, bless him. Yeah, you'll see their reaction in the next video when they come down. Riley was much more interested in the balloon arch than what he was his presents, but that's fine. I mean, they ran straight past the kitchen like I thought they would, because obviously the kitchen wasn't wrapped up. They just went and ran to the sofa and saw the balloon arch and saw all the presents in the balloon arch, and it's fine. They love the kitchen. Isabella is obsessed with it. She's played with it for hours, each evening, making food and taking deliveries and making phone calls and all this sort of stuff. cooking in the oven and the microwave, and it all makes noises and lights up, and it's amazing. They absolutely love it. Well worth the money. I'm glad we opted to go for this one than going for a different one. The only problem with it is the fridge is a little bit stiff, but other than that, I mean, you can't really complain. It's a really, really good, decent kitchen. And I mean, we'll see how long it lasts the kids, because the last play kitchen they had, I think they broke within about 3 months, but that was second hand. But yeah, it seems like it's good quality. I have also come to the conclusion that I hate all these fiddly little bloody things when you're trying to make banners and stuff, because obviously it was like, this was a brand new banner, so obviously I had to thread it all through the tiny little holes that they're not even holes. You have to make the holes. You have to like pop out the little bit of cardboard that's in there, so that's why I'm using the pen. It's just so fiddly, and I just hate these sort of jobs. I always leave them for Jamie to do, just because he just does them, and I can't see at the best of times anyway. My eyesight's horrendous, and when it's this tiny little holes, or it's just not for me. It's just not for me. But yeah, we managed to get it done. Like I said, Jamie, he had the shift thing had like a 5-hour shift, and by this point I think we were both just getting tired, and I feel like there's always so many arguments made when you're building any sort of flat pack furniture and kids' toys and things like that. Kids' toys are the bane of my existence. Obviously we're very grateful that we can afford to buy the kids, new toys and things like that, but I hate putting the bloody things together, because the instructions are never simple. They're always 1,500 pages worth of instructions that make no sense. The pictures don't add up, and that's another thing. These pictures that were on this instruction manual, they were the old design of the kitchen. So like, because I was looking at it and I was like, them stickers aren't even on the kitchen we've got. Like the little green box, the sticker that goes on ours is like a recyclable sticker. I don't know, it's some sort of recyclable sign, but the sticker on the old stuff was like to make it look like a wicker basket. So it was like, how can you give me instructions for a kitchen that isn't even the same model? Like, I don't understand it. These drawers, we put them together before we put the door handles on. That was my bad. But I realised and managed to fix it with only breaking one little plastic hinge thingamabobby on it. But yeah, so I'm going to take that as a win. Apologies for the focus going in and out. Like I said, my camera doesn't like the darkness and like twinkly lights and things like that. It just sets it all off, and it just is another thing that's very infuriating once you've spent all that time filming, and then when you come to editing, you realise that half of it is not even in focus, and you just think, wow, that can't be posted online because it looks shit. But yeah, I mean, it's all done now. We got it done. A few arguments happened along the way. I wanted to throw the bloody thing outside. I think Jamie can agree with me on that one. But yeah, teamwork makes the dream work. I think we stopped talking to each other at one point because we just... There's just so many arguments in it that happen when you build things, because you just both think that you're right, and it just doesn't happen. I was eating my sausage roll because I was starving at this point. I've sat there like a little chipmunk, just enjoying my sausage roll. I hadn't eaten any tea at this point, and it was like 11:30 or something. Or just gone 11 o'clock, and I was so hungry, and that just makes it worse when you're trying to... It's just to have a short fuse when I'm hungry. Okay, I get hangry, I'll hold my hand up. It's just who I am. It's what I'm like. But yeah, it is nice when you look at something and it's finally accomplished and you think, thank God that's done. The amount of batteries this kitchen takes, though, is unreal. It takes AAA, it takes AA. Everything needed to be unscrewed and screwed back together, and then unscrewed and screwed into something else, and then there was stickers, and it's just a palaver, honestly. But it's done. That's all that matters. It's done. The kids are happy. That's all that matters at the end of the day, innit? As long as the kids are happy. Isabella loves it. It's got like, I don't know, it's got like a fake hob ring, and then when you put like a frying pan on it, it like sizzles, and if you put a saucepan on it, it makes a sound of like boiling, and it's just, it is, honestly, I can't recommend this kitchen enough. I think we got it from Smith's a while back, but I'm pretty certain they've still got the exact same thing in stock. But I love Smith's. They just have everything. I think we've bought the trampoline last year for Riley's birthday. That like play table thing, the water table, that's all from Smith's. It's just, I feel like there's now Toys R Us are closed. There's just nowhere to really go and like have a look at all the toys and let the kids have a look, and you know, it's just, there's just nowhere like that now. So I feel like I'm glad that Smith's is like it, but I feel like it looks like there's so many toys in these places, but you look at like a shelf and it's like 150 of the exact same toy, all lined up, all taking up one section of the shelves, and you just think, maybe they don't have as many toys as I thought they would. But we are excited. Isabella's very excited because we said we would take her down to Smith's closer to her birthday and get for a bike, because she really wants a bike for her birthday. She keeps changing her mind between either a unicorn bike or a princess bike, whether she wants sparkles on it or whether she wants like the little tassels on the handlebars, whether she wants a basket, whether she wants a pink one or a purple one. Or so we're going to take her down to Smith's closer to the time to go and see, you know, which one she fits on and which one she prefers and things like that. Obviously get her a helmet, all that fun stuff. But yeah, I've still got to think about what to get Jamie for his birthday. My birthday's in May. I already know what I'm going to do. I feel like I really want to do like a what you can get for free on your birthday. I've like Googled it. I spent hours the other week just like Googling the closest ones, shops and restaurants and things like that, the closest ones to me, and what free stuff they give out for birthdays and things like that. So I feel like I'm going to do a video like that for my birthday, which I'm very much looking forward to. Jamie was happy by this point because he was glad that he could start putting it all together, and yeah, he was just happy at this point. It's always nice when you see the end of a job, and so he's just putting it all in nicely. After like today when I tidied up, I just threw it all in that green bin or in a drawer and called it quits. The kids are just going to rag it out in the morning. Yeah, it's in there, it's tidy. That's all that matters to me. Is it in the right place? No, but it's fine. But yes, we're going to do that for my birthday, so I'm hopefully going to get a vlog out of it. Just to try, you know, do something different, because I don't want to like bore you guys with all the same stuff all the time. I like to mix it up and just see what else you guys like watching. Alright guys, I'm literally running out of space on my memory card, but thank you for spending another 4 hours with me. We've spent the whole day together today, guys. But it's done. We've decorated. Balloons are done. This balloon arch thing will go on the table once we put the table up. Presents are done. Seesaw didn't get done, but I don't care about wrapping that. Hours. I don't even want to talk about it. It's our subject. So I'll take you out, yeah, ignore the mess. It will be tidied up, but we've decorated there. Banners, balloons all on the ceiling. Another banner. And yeah, we're going to call it quits for tonight. My memory card's going to run out of space. And yeah, I'll see you in the morning for a new video. Just of Riley opening his presents and the party and stuff. But yeah, that's it for today, guys. Thanks for spending the day with me, and until next time, bye.